Yes, you know what time it is. It's time for another PlayStation Network exclusive. This time we're looking at Dyad. It's Chris here with PSN Stores. And Dyad is coming out on July 17th for $14.99 or $11.99 if you have PlayStation Plus. So let's just get into this. So Dyad is a game where you're like warping through like a wormhole or I don't know what, but yeah, you definitely, if you have seizures, you need to watch out because this game gets kind of intense. Basically, you're like in a collider of some sort, and you're trying to find out the answers of the universe. And I don't know what you're trying to do. This game is just pure insanity, and it's all a blur. One thing I do want to show off is if you're in the main menu here, if you use the shoulder buttons, you can change the color, and it also affects the music a little bit. So you can slow it down with the left trigger or the L2 button. And you can speed things up with the R2. Also, there's a one-shot sort of thing on the right stick here. Alright, let's get into it. We'll start off with the first level, I guess. As you can see, the game is broken up into little stages here, each have really cool names. And we'll start off with the first one here. So this will give you the basic gist of the game. Basically, you're that little squid thing right there. And what you do is hook with enemies to gain speed. Before you start each stage, also there's a little objective page here telling you what to do. And your goals for the stage. Trophies aren't tied into actual levels. I'll show you what trophies are about in this game, because there is a platinum trophy if you're a trophy hunter or a connoisseur. It's also leaderboards for every single stage, so 26 leaderboards. Let's do this. So basically all you do is try to hook between these objects here. You can't get hurt on the first stage here. But eventually there'll be enemies, and if you touch enemies you'll lose hooked pair numbers or whatever. And the game gets kind of nuts eventually because there's hooking, there's lancing, there's grazing, there's zip lines, there's immunities. It's all sorts of craziness. So now we have enemies, the little yellow, the red guys here. If I run into those, I'll lose 3 hooks. So I don't want to touch them as I'm going through the stage because I want to keep my hooked pairs up so I can go faster. And everything is all the music being played is procedurally generated based on what you're doing in the game. It's kind of neat. Alright, now we're getting into the sort of thing where it's not just one color on the screen. Now we have multiple colors, and to go faster you have to hook light colors. So if I want to go fast, I need to hook another orange there. And that was the first level. So I'll show you what the trophies are about in this game. Each level has 3 different ways to play it. There's the remix where you can turn stuff on and off. There's trophies, which is a totally different set. Each of these is a different way to play the level. They're not the same level. So I'll show you what a trophy looks like. Alright, so I have 50 button presses, so I can hit the X button only 50 times. And I have to try to hook 22 pairs while doing that. So you gotta really make sure you use your hooks wisely in this mode. It's really hard to talk and play this at the same time, so sorry if I'm kind of quiet. Ah, you saw I missed a button press there. Got it. So that was a basic trophy. They get a lot harder, so you can see there's leaderboards for the trophy levels as well. So basically the game has, if there's 26, 52 leaderboards. I'll show you a remix stage here now. Let's do washed out. Let's do inverted, distortion, and speed as music. So you can see it's the same level, but now everything is totally different, and the game plays differently too. I mean, it's not the same stage that I played when I was doing the normal level. Colors, there we go. So you can tell the game is just totally nuts visually. It's like your screen's melting, or your graphics card in your PS3 is dying or something. It's just totally out there, and it's what makes it great. I mean, the gameplay is easy to pick up, and he layers it on enough so that you're always learning new things when you're playing. So by the end of the game, you're probably doing like 30 things that you couldn't have done by the time you first started. There's also some cool stages where it's not just this time trial, like it's like racing stages almost, and there's like survival horror sort of themed levels where you're trying to hook to stay alive, and the music is changing all based on that. It's really nuts. It also has a really cool loading icon up there. So let's check out a new level I haven't done yet. Race through. Okay, this is a racing stage. We'll check that out. So you can see that the trophy stage and the remix are locked until you beat the actual level. Like how it says don't button mash. So you kind of get tunnel vision while playing this game. At least there's no enemies in this stage, so you can't really get hurt by screwing up. But yeah. I think I saw somewhere on the internet that says this is drugs on racing, not racing on drugs. It's pretty intense, and it just gets crazier and crazier for each level you play. So that was the first sector. You can see it's got this cool little leader or like scoreboard telling you how you're doing. It looks like I was in the green the whole time pretty much, or in the 3-star the whole time pretty much. So let's get our next sector going here. Oh, I guess I can't get hit in this one, so I need to watch out, because that will kill my speed. Oh man, tripping out right now. I don't even know what I'm doing, holy shit. Oh, my eyes are melting. Ah, come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm just freaking sucking right now. I guess it doesn't help if I'm trying to talk my way while playing this game. I remember we played this at PAX East 2011, and we were on the Machine, which is this crazy contraption that Sean McGrath, the guy that made the game, built. Oh, I'm number 1. What up? That was a really crappy run, too. But yeah, I think I've showed you everything. I don't want to ruin much because the game just gets more nuts. I guess 10 minutes. We'll do one more level. So now we got grazing, where when you hook onto an enemy, they like extend these wings out almost, and you have to go through them. This is used to charge up your lancing, which is another thing that'll probably get added the next stage. Ah! So let's see. Once you hook, see, you get these little things that come out, and you get crazy speeds when you start lancing things because of, and it changes the music when you lance too. Like it gets really heavy. It's really nuts. I'll probably try to, if I get lancing next stage, I'll do that just to show you guys what that's about. Oh man, it's melting again. Oh, here we go. I got lancing now. So yeah, you get lance energy for going through the grazing stuff. So let's do this. You'll hear the music change whenever it lances. So, little tutorial stuff. The game does a pretty good job of telling you what you need to do and how you need to do it. Alright, so let's go. So you see I have my lance ready, so I'm going to lance right now. See how the game changes a little bit there? One thing I kind of wish is it'd be easier to tell when I have my lances ready, because I'm never really looking at the bottom corner there, but eventually they implement these things called lance extenders, which will let you, while you're lancing through them, they gain more speed, so it gets even more intense. But the game's just an explosion of rainbows pretty much while you're lancing, so... Oh. You know what? Whatever. Get out of my way then. So you kind of want to always line up your lance shots too, so you're never wasting it. Because you always want to be able to get the most out of your lance combo. So that's lancing. And that's Dyad. It's out next week on the PlayStation Store, July 17th. It'll be $15. There won't be a demo at launch. It should be coming within the next few weeks of when I talked to Sean. That's what he said. We have a review on our website, psnstores.com. You can check that out. And follow us on Twitter, because you never know. We might have a Dyad code to give out. I'm going to go and play some more Dyad because it's nuts. Just wait until you get to the Eye of the Duck.